Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another Vlogtober vlog. Sorry that it's a little dark. I'm at my work computer, and of course, I have on glasses, so I have to lock my computer because it's going to reflect everything that I'm doing. So, yeah, just wanted to check in with you guys and say good morning. I'm quite sure we missed a couple of days of Vlogtober, I'm thinking, because we haven't been filming the last couple of days. Well, yesterday I know we didn't film, which was Monday, because babe wasn't feeling good. Yeah, yesterday was not a good day at all. So I know we didn't film that. We had a class last night. Now my computer went completely black and took off my screensaver. But we had a cricket class last night. I have the silhouette. I like the silhouette, but I think it's more complicated than the cricket. So we had a class last night at Michael's for that. I'm getting babe the heat press. I actually ordered her one. It's the smaller one. I ordered that one to see how she would do with that first. And then I'm actually going to get her, I haven't decided if I'm going to do it for Christmas as a just because gift or for our anniversary. I haven't decided yet. But I am going to get her the medium-sized one that she wants. So, but I wanted to start off with the small one first just to see how she liked it and how she does with it. But we needed the class because babe wants to learn how to use, sorry, it got extremely dark just now. But I want the Cricut, the Martha Stewart one, because it matches the heat press that I want to get her. Well, the easy press that I want to get her. So I want that one. So I think I'm gonna get that for myself. But yeah, I want the Martha Stewart Cricut. I really like that color, and I want it because it's gonna match the easy press that I want to get for babe. So yeah, I want to match her a lot of bit. But I'm not getting that anytime soon. I don't know when I'm gonna get it. It's not in our budget right now. Yeah, it's not in our budget right now. So I don't know when I'm going to, but it was just good. It was just nice to take the class. The lady that taught the class, she's going to do a part 2 to the class. And she also wants to start like a craft group, which I think is an awesome idea for us to get together maybe once a month, twice a month, and you know, just craft. So yeah, crafting is like my little outlet, stress reliever or whatever. I'm really behind because I wanted to do my supervisor. She's a rather new supervisor. My supervisor that when I started, the lady that interviewed me when I started, she moved to Texas last year. Yeah, she moved to Texas last year, I think. Yeah, it's been a whole year now. So yeah, we have a rather new supervisor, and Boss's Day or Boss Appreciation Day or something like that is coming up. So I wanted to do something for her, but yeah, I haven't had the time to, so it'll probably be a late gift. I mean, hey, it's a gift, you know. But yeah, we didn't really do anything yesterday, like I said, other than babe not feeling good and us having that class last night. Today I am just working, of course. One of the ladies on our team is leaving. She's going to a different department within the same company. So I'm about to get all of her work. So I'm trying to get my work down before I get bombarded with her stuff. Or whatever she doesn't finish before she leaves is going to be forwarded to me. So yeah, trying to get that stuff down. Babe is at a class this morning. She has, I think it's 2.5 hours this morning. So that's where she is, and I'll be going to pick her up in a little while, and then let her rest because she has physical therapy this afternoon. And yeah, that's about it. Jaden works, I think, a basketball game or a volleyball game or something tonight, so he won't get home until later. And yeah, we've just been doing some stuff for the businesses, and that's pretty much it, guys. But one of our supporters, I believe your name is Dark Conversationist. I've been wanting to do this, like this portion of the video with Babe, but every time we get together, it's I always forget to either pick up the camera, or we always get to talking about stuff and it gets too late to vlog, or we just end up going to sleep. So yeah, but one of our supporters, I just said your name, Dark Conversationist, I hope I'm saying it right. She asked about my PCOS diagnosis and did we get a second opinion. Now, I believe I got diagnosed in, I think, 2016, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was 2016 because that year was a bad year because I had just lost my grandfather / dad or whatever. So that he passed away, and then we got this diagnosis. And I think we were supposed to start again the following year, but which was 2017, but we didn't. Yeah, when I got diagnosed, it wasn't even, we had been at this fertility clinic. We made quite a few visits to this fertility clinic because we tried twice. We did IUI twice that year, and my insurance at the time, well, I was on Babe's insurance, and I had mine, and then I had hers as a secondary. And with my insurance, it only covered 3 IUIs, and then we would have to automatically move to IVF. So when we got diagnosed with PCOS, it wasn't even one of the doctors that I have already seen. When I was diagnosed by one of the nurses, and she's not even a regular nurse that works at that fertility. She wasn't even a regular nurse that worked at that facility. She was just filling in, and she normally works at that facility maybe like once a week, and then she travels to different ones. I forgot what she called herself, but she wasn't I won't say a normal nurse, but she wasn't one that was always there. And that was part of the reason why Babe didn't want to go back to that clinic, or she didn't want to use those particular nurses, because we had been there for so long, and I've had back-to-back appointments, and no one said anything. Like, at one point, me and Babe were going to try to carry together. So when I got my first consultation done, she also got one done the same day. And when we went in, they wanted to know why they had my wife's chart. Why they had her chart, because she was getting the same thing done. We were both getting ultrasounds done to see our resting follicles, I think, that day, because that was around the time that Babe and I our cycles were in sync. So we would start the same day, literally the same day, and around the same time. So I told Babe, well, when we were talking about carrying together, I said if it was meant for us to carry together, then our cycles would be in sync. Not knowing that it was really going to happen. But, yeah, so that year it happened, our cycles weren't in sync constantly. So he was like, okay, well, maybe we'll just carry it together. We'll be bump buddies or whatever. I thought that would be cute. And they wanted to know why they had her chart along with my chart. So that was a red flag for Babe, because first of all, as a nurse, you should read over your information before you even come in the office. Then they were kind of nasty about it. Because Baby is older than me. So they were kind of nasty about it and was like, basically, she needed to do IVF to start off with. She didn't even need to do IUI. And That was a red flag number 2. Because the doctor that we really wanted to see, she was really the one that really started the practice. And she's been there the longest. So she didn't indicate that none of this was a problem. So we was like, okay. So that was 2 red flags right there. They proceeded to do IUI on me twice, and it didn't work. The third time, basically, it would have been a wasted cycle had they done the IUI, because they were going to inseminate on a cyst that wasn't even a follicle. But the nurse that came in that I told you guys, she didn't really work there. She told us that she diagnosed her with PCOS. We went back. Again, I think they wanted us to come back on our day 14 or something like that to see how big it had grown. The follicle had grown. So they decided that day, they told them about the whole diagnosis and all of that stuff. And we had to tell them about my PCOS and whatnot. So they did the pictures or whatever. They looked at the follicle that day. And then they compared it to all of the other ones, and they was like, yes, it's indeed a cyst. Okay, so y'all was really ready to inseminate on a cyst. Had we not said anything, they was going to proceed when inseminating a cyst. So she's like, yeah, I wouldn't do this cycle because, yeah, you do have a cyst, but you do have a follicle that is growing, but it wasn't where it needed to be. So she's like, yeah, I would just cancel this cycle. So we canceled that cycle, and we never went back. It is now, I got diagnosed in 2016, and we tried to do our second one, or we tried to do our third one in 2017. So we didn't go back after that, after we canceled that third, what was I saying? After we canceled the third time that we were getting ready to do our IUI, after we canceled, we just never went back. We started looking into other fertility clinics, and me not understanding at the time, I was thinking that, I was like, okay, well, babe, this is our third one. We're going to have to move to IUI. We're going to have to move to IVF, and we weren't ready for that at the time, not knowing that every year it kind of starts over. Your cycles start over. So, yeah, now we are at the point where we want to try again. The doctor that was there when we first started, the one that we really wanted to see, she's no longer there. So now we have to weigh in our options of what, there's only one doctor there. Everybody else is like a nurse practitioner or something like that. So we have to decide which one we want to see. That's the first issue. Even if we want to go back, I don't know. Because we like the facility itself. And they have quite a few facilities around. They have one here. They have one in Greenville, one in Spartanburg, one in North Carolina, and I think that's it. So if we decide to pursue this fertility clinic, I think Babe wants to do the one, I believe she wants to do the one in Greenville. I'm not sure. We haven't really nailed it on the head as to which clinic we wanted to go to, because we do have to weigh in the options that, yes, I do work from home, but that's traveling, for one. And I think Greenville is maybe an hour and a half from here. I'm not sure. I know Spartanburg is an hour. I put that time in. That's an hour and 3 minutes from where we are. Yeah, so I'm not sure about the Greenville location. So we have to put the nail on the head as to which one we're going to go to. We haven't decided yet. But like I was saying, that is traveling. So we have to put that into consideration. Our appointments, the time that we're going to have to leave here. Yeah, so all of that plays a part. But update on my cycle. You guys know that last month She didn't come at all. And well, she came, I don't know what it was doing. It was like a show one day, nothing the next. A show one day, nothing the next. This month we actually have, I was late, so to speak, because I'm supposed to start at the beginning of the month, and here it is, the middle of the month, and yeah, it's the middle of the month, and now it's here. It is a full flow. She came back with a vengeance. But I'm glad nonetheless that she's here, because had it been another month, I don't know what I would have done. But back to the PCOS part of it, our supporter did want to know about my cycles as it pertains to that. Now, prior to me being diagnosed with PCOS, I didn't have any issues with my cycle, none of that. I've always been a heavy type. I've always been a heavy girl. I just got heavier when I met my wife. But yeah, my cycles were like clockwork. Every 28 days, like clockwork, never an issue. The only time that I noticed, and this was the only time that I noticed that I did not have a cycle, was when I first started my job, when I was working at the daycare. And that was a new schedule with my schedule and Babe's schedule, and the boys both boys being here at the time, because Trey was in high school then. I think that was his first year of high school, and then Jaden had just started middle school. So it was like, how am I going to get this one to school and get to work on time? Because that was clear across the city. So they had one and I had one, and we had to, get our schedules right with getting them to school, picking which one we was gonna pick up from school that day, right? All of that stuff. So that was a hard, pretty hard adjustment. So that was the 1 month that I didn't have a cycle, and that was in August because school had just started. So come September, she came back like clockwork. It was just like clockwork. That was the only time I had ever missed my period, and besides this time here. So other than that, I've never had an issue. So when I was diagnosed with PCOS, it came as a complete shock because I didn't have any of the symptoms. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question about my cycles. So hopefully, like I said, she is back. She did come back this month. So, and she came back with a vengeance, guys. When I tell you. So yeah, hopefully she's here to stay and we can get started on, get moving with our fertility stuff. So, I think Babe wanted to try, or she wants to try at the beginning of the year, because we have a whole lot of stuff going on right now. As far as our classes that we need, school, both boys in school, work. So it is a lot. Us trying to find a place to go because we are going to leave this place eventually. So we do need a lot more space. So yeah, we just have a lot going on right now. So I think she wants to try at the beginning of the year because my wife really wants a fall baby. So we're going to have to try at the beginning of the year for that fall baby. But enough rambling right now. I'll let Babe chime in her point from the diagnosis, because I'm not sure if you were just asking me or if you wanted Tawanda's point. So I'll let her chime in. I will remember to let her chime in when I go pick her up. If not, when I go pick her up, then definitely when we get on the camera after her physical therapy appointment. But yeah, I'm about to get some breakfast, and yeah, see you guys in the next clip.